Hello everyone, how are you today? Hopefully you are in good condition. Today we are going to conduct the experiment about sense thermometer. Is it accurate? But before we conduct the experiment, let's see the core competence, basic competence, and learning objective for this experiment. Next, I have a story. Please read carefully and answer the question. Okay, to find the correct answer, let's begin the experiment. The materials and the tools that we need, the first is a bowl of hot water, a bowl of cold water, a bowl of tap water, the thermometer, and stopwatch. We can use handphone. Next, what should you do with this stuff? The first, to measure the temperature of each water, what should you do? Yes, we should use the thermometer to measure the temperature. Let's measure. Okay, for the hot water has 37 degrees Celsius. Next, we move to the cold water. Okay, for the cold water has 22 degrees Celsius. Next, we move to the tap water. For the tap water has 30 degrees Celsius. Don't forget to write down the result. Okay, for the next step, what should you do to feel the differences between hot water and cold water? Yes, we can place one of our hand to the hot water and another hand to the cold water. And don't forget to measure the time until 45 seconds. Let's reset. Okay, begin. Okay, it's been 45 seconds. Next, what should you do to fill the tap water by both your hands? Yes, we can place both our hands to the tap water. And also don't forget to measure the time until 45 seconds. Oh, begin. Okay, this is the result of the experiment. We can see together. Okay, we have finished the experiment. Let's discuss together. The first, how do your hand feels when they are placed into the tap water? Yes, when both of your hands placed into the tap water, the hand that was in the hot water feel cooler, while the hand that was in the cold water feel warmer, even though the temperature of the tap water is the same, that is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, the next, can we measure the temperature accurately by our sense? Yeah, of course no, because our sense cannot measure quantitatively, but they can measure qualitatively. For example, in this experiment, we can feel which water is hot and which water is cold, but we cannot measure whether this water has 30 degrees Celsius or this water has 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, for the last, why our sense cannot measure temperature accurately? Yes, because our sense is affected by several factors. The first, our sense is affected by the environment, like in this experiment, after one of our hand and another hand placed in different environment, when they are placed in the same temperature, we feel difference. And then the second is we cannot measure the highest or the lowest temperature. And the third is our sense is relative in every person. For example, I feel that this water is too cold, but you feel that all this water is not too cold. So our sense is cannot measure the temperature accurately because of those factors. From this experiment, we can conclude that our sense cannot measure temperature accurately because of several factors. The first is our sense is affected by the environment. Our sense is relative in every person, and our sense is cannot measure the lowest or the highest temperature. So, to measure the temperature accurately, we can use thermometer.